Hi everyone, it's Tiana. Can you hear me? Oh, I didn't expect my voice to be all cracky in the beginning, but I see there's a bunch of you on here. Thank you so much for joining this Tuesday for our Maniology Live. And yeah, I have a lot to say, so let's just jump in. Hey everyone, it's Tiana from Maniology team here with our weekly live. Every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, you can find us here on another nail stamping journey. Whether it's a tutorial, technique, or hack, we're here to discuss the details, and I'm so glad you could join us. So hello everyone. Um, I think before I get into anything, I was kind of deciding whether I wanted to say something about, and I know that there are a lot of concerned people, so let me just start off by saying this. If you are new here and you have never joined us for a Maniology Live, welcome. For many of you, you know that we are located in the middle of the Pacific, the Hawaiian Islands, and I know many of you, unless you've been hiding under a rock or just have not been on social media or watching the television, you've seen, heard, probably watched the firsthand videos of what is going on with Maui. And I'm sorry if I get a little emotional because I was trying to think of what to say. The situation is as emotional as you guys can probably imagine. But we as a company like Maniology, where we're located, we're on the island of Oahu. We are okay. Those who work here are okay in the sense where we're extremely thankful that we have our families, and we definitely are hugging them a little bit tighter. We have, you know, the things that keep us safe here, but Maui is, in our backyard. These are people who are part of our community. We've heard firsthand stories. We may have family members there. We are islands that are grieving and are in a lot of pain right now. So with that said, I just wanted to kind of put out there, just let you guys know that we all are okay. As far as like the Maniology team, what you can expect from us. But I think in my heart, that it's hard because everybody grieves differently. We're definitely islands grieving for the people who are missing a lot, still finding family members, animals, loved ones, and people who need help. And for someone like myself who's Hawaiian, it hits really close to home too. So anyway, I didn't want to start off the live like that, but I just wanted to give everyone just some perspective of where we're at. And we're all trying to figure out how to best mobilize and to help our local community. And right now, we've been seeing a huge outpouring of aloha, which is the spirit that we here always are trying to, push for what that word means, which is helping out our community, making sure that they have all the things that they need, water, all the supplies, and we're just doing the best we can. So please send us a lot of love. Like I said, we are island grieving for the people, but we're resilient too. And Maui is going to rebuild, and it's going to be, because the community is coming together, they're going to be stronger for it. So there is, I guess, that uptick while people are still trying to figure out what the next step is going to be. So thank you so much for everyone who's sending their love. We see somebody, Josie, I'm from Kahului, and so thankful my family is safe. But yes, it's so heartbreaking for Hawaii, and no matter where you are, for sure. So happy to hear, Josie, that your family is good. I have actually a classmate from high school who had written his story on Facebook, and his wife just gave birth to their second child last week, and he was going out to the store and his wife and his 2 kids, brand new baby, you know, a wife who, if you've ever been in that situation, you know, going through postpartum at that point, the fire was coming so quickly that he couldn't get to his family until days later, you know, and if it wasn't for the community who was helping to get his family out, I mean, I would hate to think what would have happened. So, you know, this is kind of the story for a lot of people who were in that, who were just a part of that. There's really nothing I can say. It's not my firsthand experience, but the pain that I feel is hard, is rough, you know, and stuff like this always hits the people who need help the most. So, but it's beautiful. It is a beautiful coming of people, you know, taking care of their community, loving one another, making sure they're taken care of, and helping out one another. And that's definitely what the Aloha Spirit is about. So, you know, that's the silver lining, I guess, in all of this. But with that said, thank you so much for the love. Keep it coming. The people in Maui definitely need it. And let's get into today's topic, shall we? So, of course, if you like these videos, I don't always start off my videos like that, of course, but that's just kind of, you know, current events, what's going on. I figured you guys would want to hear from us firsthand. So, but make sure you subscribe to our Maniology Live. You know, we talk about some real things sometimes, and sometimes we just dive right into the nail art. So I think it's good. I always appreciate the fact that, you know, I am a person behind the camera, and just to know that, you know, we're people. So, you know, and obviously I love hearing and seeing that you guys are writing in your comments and stories about your links to, you know, the islands, and you know, if you've heard stories, or if you've even been a part of this too. I mean, I think a lot of people can send over their compassion for what is, you know, and empathize for the people, or what is going on here. So definitely, if you want realness and nails, this is the company. But we love you all. Thank you so much for all the love and support. We appreciate it. Okay, so today I am calling all my long nail baddies. Where are you? I don't know about you guys, but maybe it could be just the change in season. I'm ready for summer to be over. I know we have like a whole nother month and a couple of days, but I'm ready for summer to be over. And I know you guys must be all excited because we just released our teasers for our limited edition Halloween countdown box. So if you haven't seen that, go see that. I'm sure you guys have questions, but I'm not saying anything. You guys already know when it's coming out, which is this Friday on the 18th. And if you are a subscriber, a Manny by Me subscriber, or a Muse Rewards member, y'all get first dibs. So you might want to look into that. I know people have already been sharing that information, but yeah, so many things to look forward to. Really hope you guys love the theme and all kind of really good stuff. So anyway, I am ready for Halloween to be here in full effect. I am ready for the Halloween and fall colors. I am just good to go. Anyway, my whole segue into Halloween though was the fact that I feel like Halloween is the season to have extremely long nails. Now, if you guys seen the cover of today's video, that was my hand, okay? And I was using coffin tips. This is our medium coffin in various sizes, and this is our medium almond, okay? They are long. Let me see, I think, oh. I'm trying to see if I can show just, like, that's how long it is. Look how pretty. But I was like, I can't function with that. I wish I could. I think I'm just gonna go for it and just say I tried it. One of those things where it's like, just go for it, T. Just go for it. But anyway, I feel like Halloween season is a time for long nails. Whether it's a part of your costume or whatever the case may be, this is baddie season for long nails. But anyway, some people love to wear long tips. And if you are looking at your nail plates, I know you know that, or maybe you haven't like measured the plates out yourself, but our standard like design here is 2.4 centimeters by 1.6 centimeters. So if you have a nail tip that is this long, like just compare, you can be cutting it close. You'll be cutting it close. There might be some edges like on the top and the bottom that may not make the whole of the image, but I'm going to talk about some of my 5 top tips for stamping on your long tips and how to make that work, because I got some really good tips that I want to share with you guys. Okay, so I think first things first, before we start getting into the nail art and everything, tip number 1, I would recommend planning out your design. And how easy would it be is if you've downloaded our free printable nail art journal. Sorry, I zoomed in. I probably should have zoomed out a little. But here I have printed out, this is our nail art journal. We also have another template that may work for you. I like this layout just because I like to see how big the tips are. And I downloaded the coffin and the stiletto nails. This is free. It's a template on our website. Go print it out. We have short nails, we have long nails. I know most of our Maniology lives, we talk, about short nails because many of us, that's what we're rocking. That's kind of what's more relatable, but not everybody has short nails. So that's why I thought today was good. So tip number 1 is try and plan out your design. So here I have a whole stack of plates, okay? It's not really about the plates so much today, but I am going to be talking about this. Okay, so here I have M363, and I took some of these designs here and kind of mapped them out as close as I want. The reason why I say map it out is because there may be some designs where, say for example, this fits in the middle of your nail here, but it may be bare, so you might want to add a few more pieces and kind of get an idea of what kind of additional art, or maybe you might find it on a different nail plate. You might want to add to accentuate or add more accents to the nail. Okay, so kind of get an idea, map out your design using the free printable templates. Okay, feel free to use Crayola, marker, whatever, write down the plates. This is a really good tool, again, completely free. Go to our website, it's called Free Printables. You can find a whole list of different type of nail shapes there, okay? Really good tool to have. Now, tip number 2 is try your best to try designs that offer more free-form designs to conform to your nail length the best, okay? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, okay, we do have, let me look through these plates here, because I have a whole bunch of them. Okay, I think this is good. So we do have some plates where, say for example, if you have long nail, you have this whole area to kind of stamp onto your nail and it'll cover, no problem, right? We have this design here with all the lay. Basically the way that you do that, just pick and choose a side and stamp it onto your nail. Perfect for longer length nails. We have designs like this. We even have buffet styles like this where it's a huge square. You just kind of pick and choose wherever you want to pick up the image. Same thing here. Okay. And that is no problem. However, free form designs, like say for example, let me go back to this plate here. Maybe you might want to use this design. And, you know, say you have an extremely long nail and it's not going to fit your nail. Well, I would say, and it's actually going to go into my tip number 3, but make sure you kind of had little bits and pieces to add to the design, okay? So let's just go ahead and do an example of what it is that I mean, because I feel like that example would be a whole lot easier. Okay, so here's and like I said, this kind of coincides with tip number 3, which is do isolate full nail designs to kind of select a repeat or a seamless pattern to get the best seamless look to the nail. Okay, so I'm kind of combining tip 2 and 3 together. Okay, so there's the pickup, and this one. Okay, for the most part, this design kind of fit edge to edge, but you can see that there's a bit over here that is kind of missing, and actually, this looks pretty good, if I'm being honest. Maybe that wasn't the best example. Let me try a different design. I know, I was like looking at it, it's like, you know, I did say, yeah, that's too good of a example. Not a good enough example. Okay, so let's see this design right here. Let's try this design, pick up this image. It has a very prominent border for the image here. And so if I go ahead and stamp this, okay, so you can see there's edges here on the top. It didn't complete on the side. There's still a little bit over here. Now, in a case like this, what I would do, what my solution to fix this, to complete this particular image, would be to color more white and complete the design. This is something that I feel like is a really easy fix, but that's not actually the tips that I'm trying to share. But I think this is actually an extra tip, which I won't lie, I'll probably have extra tips in here too. So instead, finding a pattern that would look completely seamless. Why is my brain not thinking right now? Sorry. I'm having a brain fart right now. I don't know why. Okay. So let's see. So I feel like designs that have like a very definite border around the images and stuff need some isolation, so you can kind of have a completed seamless look to your nail length. Okay. So let me try this design on the bottom right here. Sorry, don't mind me. I have a lot on my mind right now. Especially when there's just a lot to say. Okay, so here. Now what I'm gonna do personally, all these images that don't actually, like aren't completed, I'm gonna take out. Okay, I'll leave the bottom. So again, this is why it kind of takes some planning to think about the way that you're gonna lay out your design. Okay, so I know it's missing this top portion, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up more of that image so I can create a seamless pattern. Okay. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate appreciate the support and the continual push. But I hope you guys can see that. So now, with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead, clean off that area of the pattern, and I'm gonna complete it. Pick up some more. So where's my cotton grabber? Okay. Let's go in with more of my white stamping polish. And here, I'm going to want to focus on kind of picking up that middle because I want a full snake pattern. I don't want to grab like one of those little half-C ones, the ones that's not complete. Okay. So let's isolate. Isolating is our friend, right? We don't want to talk too much, but and I'm going to do my best to now line up that portion of the pattern and make it continual. Okay. Oh, my stars are flying over there. Just got to put them down. And there you go. So you see how I had to stamp 2 times, picking up the image and stuff, and then just create that seamless pattern. And I love the fact that it's edge to edge too, so it looks natural. And there you go. My second thing would be to not neglect the small details. So I don't know, maybe some of you who, have looked at some of our plates. Now I know me and Deb, we're pretty good at actually using a lot of small details, but I just wanted to kind of share some plates that have some smaller details that maybe you never paid attention to and that could really help to complete the final look. So, and they're not just for eye candy, so we want you to use them. So say for instance, you have this plate here, M346. You see all these little stars and hearts of like different sizes and little dots. Sometimes your design might call for that to just add, those little bits into your design. Don't neglect them, use them for your design. Same thing with like the snake plate that I'm using. There's so many different pieces, like these different stars. I love the fact that these stars are inverse of each other, so you can kind of use them on opposite fingers or use them on either side of the design, kind of like how it's shown here. You have moons. So I love to take a design from maybe like an existing pattern and just isolate that part. And when I say isolate, this is actually another good tip as to why you need, having a full-size card is better than having a half-size card. Don't have to clean as often. Same thing with this plate here, M361. I know it just looks like there's speckles on a plate. There's so many times where I've picked up just these little speckles. They're so cute to add as a background for any of your designs, including your longer length nails. Here we have M327, and you see all these little details. We put gems into the plates so you can use them, pick them up and utilize them into your nail art. Same here. I know I've used this so many times. I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing me, but I love this plate. But picking up these little stars add beautiful accents to little pieces there. This plate. So you have like little branches here, little foliage, different type of foliage. Also, look at the plate. Sometimes we create, again, these inverse pieces where you can utilize. I love to kind of put them in like this curvature of the nail here on the nail bed. So yeah, those are the little bits. Don't neglect them, use them. A lot of really cute details that we put into the nail plates. So here, let's go ahead and do a sample. Okay. So here, we're going to use this plate. And I'm going to pick up design over here. Okay. So I'm going to do something that I actually mapped onto my template. I'm going to pick up half and put it on one nail, and I'm going to pick up the other half and put it on the other nail. So let's see. Trying to kind of best gauge. No! Okay, I think I can fix this. That's what happens with thin line designs. I think I was kind of taking too long. This, I'm taking some Scotch tape. Let's see if I can rectify this without wasting a tip. Looks like it's working. Okay, so here is a special tip that I'm using, that I'm saving my tip here. I can only do this because my base is super, super dry. And like I don't have to worry about smudging the underneath. And also because it seemed like a lot of the pieces that didn't actually sit on the nail were like lifting, it was dried. Alrighty, so let's try that again one more time. Okay, this time I'm gonna try not to talk and try to focus. Metallic colors are always so finicky. Much better. Okay. But say for example, right now, I feel like some of this is kind of bare. So I would like to add something else on this side. So now I'm gonna go freeform and add little bits and little accents to my background over here by utilizing some of these pieces that are already on the plate. I think I'm gonna go in with some black. Okay. Perfect. So here, I'm gonna add some stars. Just go through. I'm gonna cover that little orange dot there. And just add little stars wherever I see fit. Kind of finish off that design. Let's see, I feel like I need a little bit more of like these really fun North Star looking ones. So I'm sure there's another name for it. Okay. I think doing this like freeform style really helps to helps you practice on your isolation, your practice with your isolating on your card. Okay, so let's see. And there you go. So here, so don't be afraid to freeform your design when you have longer length nails. Okay. So just to complete the concept, I am now going to pick up the other half of this design. So let's do that process again. Let's make sure I have my tip ready. If you've ever worked with metallic and not under the like the studio lights like how I'm doing right now, it dries quicker than the cream. And so when I'm under studio lights, it just dries that much quicker. So in other words, Tiana, stop talking and more working, more stamping. There you go. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and complete that same concept by adding some stars into my background here. I'm gonna pick up a Scorpio. Any Scorpios in today's live? I'll take off the words because I don't want the words in there. Okay, I feel like I need a few more pieces. Again, trying to grab one of those special okay. Oh, Butterfingers. I'm so glad I have Butterfingers and I remember to wear my apron today. So say for example, if you're wearing it on your like 2 accent nails, like that's kind of what it would look like. So there you go. You still get a seamless edge-to-edge design for your longer length nails, and you just totally freeformed it. So there you go. Isn't that cute? I know some people, when they look at our plates, they're like, how am I to get all that onto the nail? I think that, the idea is not necessary to get the whole thing onto your nail, but it's for you to pick and choose, which concepts you do want to put on your nail. So here's just an idea of how you could do that. Okay. So let's see. My next tip, and you know what, actually, this wasn't even on my like 5 tips. This is just an extra tip. If you have longer nails, use a bigger stamper. This is our monocle stamper. I know I don't always use it. Sometimes this might be applicable, which is the regular ice cube stamper, but we have stampers of all sizes. So if your nails are longer, maybe it might call for using a monocle stamper too. Okay, but our last tip for this particular segment and stuff, and I still have a few more tips, so I think we can do a few more examples, but pair images together. If the image isn't long enough, it could be turned into maybe a French tip or a half moon design. So what am I trying to explain here? Let me go ahead and get the French, or this plate, our classic M052. Okay, so I just want to go here and let's see, for example, let's pair these 2 plates together. So by looking at this, with our standard size and stuff, maybe the pieces, they don't quite go together. I'm sorry, not necessarily quite go together, but they're not going to fit onto the nail. Okay, so let's see. I have my coffin here. And let's do this heart. Okay. I have some polishes here that probably haven't been touched in a hot minute, so I have to shake them up a bit. So let's pick up the hearts. So looking at this design, it's not going to fit. Womp womp. Actually, it didn't complete on this side too, and that's okay. We'll go ahead and fix that. But it didn't complete, and you don't want to just leave it like that, right? So what we can do is, actually, I think I have this plate. I feel like for this particular shape, using this plate would look nicer than using this. I'll save it for something else, promise. I'll use it again. Okay. But instead, let's go ahead and kind of stamp over this, kind of completing this as a French look. And for the sake of simplicity, we'll go back in. I'm using Terracotta Rose. So we're now gonna go in with like this deep French. Okay. And so there. Don't worry, for this I actually didn't grab, I should have grabbed a bigger size. But to fix this, I probably would just bring this all the way down. Not probably. I should just do it with you guys so you guys can see it. Put some terracotta and use a detail brush. And just follow that line down. And all I'm doing is just coloring. It's always easier to color when you have borders down for and don't worry if you've missed anything, because these lives always go onto our account, our YouTube account, instantly, or you can also go ahead and rewind all of this if you want to see what it is that I'm talking about. So there you go. Once you put your top coat, you wouldn't even be able to tell. But there you go. So mixing two, this one I'm using the deep French with a pattern. And there you go. You can create a whole nother design to fit your long length nails. Okay. So kind of using that same concept, let me bring back this. Let's see if I can come up with a half moon design. Okay, I feel like I want to use the lace on this pattern. Lace or maybe not lace. Maybe I want to use the daisy patterns. Okay, I'll use this then. Okay. So let's do let's go in with some white. Now I want to go in and take one of these designs, and I'm actually going to turn my plate upside down just so I can see it, but I want to, let's see, I'll try and use this one. So this would have been like your standard French tip, but I'm actually going to use it upside down. Kind of use it on the bottom edge, like that. So there you go, that's another way that you can go ahead and use that. Okay, I have 3 more tips. Let's rock out 3 more tips. Okay. I wanted to do something with this. Why? Because it has like some Halloween-y vibes on it. So I wanted to try. Okay. So I love like this fire pattern down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. I'm just gonna go ahead and just gob on some paint because I'm just gonna try and line the bottom of the nail. See what I can pick up. Okay. And I have a tip here. And there you go. Okay. I'm not worried about the bottom because I'll just go ahead and color that part in. Okay. And I'll show you in just a moment. Actually, instead of going with the detail brush, this is enough that I'll just go in like this and paint that particular area. Just to fix that part. Once I put in the top coat, it'll smooth any lines there. I'm just going to take some of the white and kind of fill in. Some of the areas I feel like need some filling in. Okay, so there's that. And let's see. I wanted to grab some of these bats. Okay. Oh, and for anybody who wanted to know, just out of curiosity, because I've been really feeling this color. I don't know if you guys have seen, we released last week this new color, Grateful, here, which is like this really nice, oh gosh, it's like a creamy orange brown, not rust. Well, it's a part of our Stamp for a Cause bundle. But if you wanted to know what color, this is why you can't compare colors in the bottle to actually swatching it out. This is 2 coats. Look how different it looks like from the bottle. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up. Yeah, caramel brown. Thank you. Words hard for me. So I just wanted to give you an idea of what that color swatched out looks like. So don't be afraid to freeform your designs. Stamping is only meant to kind of be a guide for you, but go ahead and get creative. Especially when you have longer nails, you have to be creative. Okay, so I'm gonna isolate, take off some of these. Oops, oh gosh. No saving that. It's okay. Do it again. You guys don't mind, right? Totally just slipped out of my hand. It's okay. Butterfingers today. better pickup too. Okay. I know for a fact that I'm not going to use all of these bits, so it's okay. I'll try and get off some of these parts. Let's see. I'm not stamping it right in the middle, and that's okay because I'm only going to use what I need. I like a seamless pattern to go edge to edge, so that's what I'm doing. See if I can put another heart there. Okay. I feel like I could probably put another heart here. Let's see if I can carefully do that without pressing. Anything else? Yay, that worked. Okay, nice. There you go. So there, I created a design using 2 different pieces, and I managed to create a whole nail concept with that. Let's see. Plates, plates, plates galore. What do I want to do next? Okay, let's do this. Because I really, really want to stamp like this design here, okay? So let's do that in black. Beautiful pickup. I'm going to try and center this right on as best as I can. Perfect. Okay, so you see how bare it kind of looks around? I'm going to go ahead and fill in with some concepts here. So let's see, I got some crystals, I got roses, I got moon, and okay, cool. I see roses. Actually, you know what? This is me stamping smarter, not harder. I see roses that I can take out of this design. Now, I won't lie. I think you definitely take a risk, because I probably should pick up that individual design, but I'm going to actually try and pick up these 2. Let's see how this works. Might work in my favor, might not. Okay, so I picked it up. Now I gotta go and isolate quickly. Okay, now I got 2 roses, and now I can stamp one like right there, and let's do one right there. Okay, just a tip. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you know, instead of stamping it twice, I got 2 for the price of 1. Let's see, let's add the gem there. Oh, I got another rose. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna put a gem right there. And I'm going to utilize the back of the gem right there. Let's see, can I fit some of the rows right there? I'll fit that right. Try to utilize all the parts of the stamping if I can help it. And in this case, I definitely could help it. I feel like I could probably add in a few more stars in there. So let's do that. Maybe some smaller star bits. Actually, looking at this, I feel like that has some cute stars, actually. So there you go. That's how you can fill out your full nail design. Just like that. I love how that turned out. Okay. And just for kicks, actually, this is kind of a nail that I feel like could fit any full nail pattern that we have here. I was like, what haven't I stamped? Let's just go with this design here, just because. See how this looks over. Oh, that too light. Okay. I'm going to do that again. And sometimes it really doesn't work out. And everything looks nicer in black, if we're being honest, right? There you go. This one also looks bare too. Let's go with these little things over here. Again, I'm taking a shot in the dark. Oh, I managed to get both of them. Okay, let's see. I'll do that. I'll stamp this. Okay. So that's the final for that design. So I hope you guys enjoyed the 5 tips. Let me go ahead and clean up the space a little so we can go ahead and see what we've done. I don't know if you guys have some favorites and stuff today, but I hope you guys got a lot of really cool tips today that we talked about. I think the circle ones ultimately came out the best for me. What do you guys think? Let me know. And I like the fire with the bats too. That's cute. I won't even lie. I like a lot of them. Even this daisy one is cute too. My napkin. I know. I feel like I should create a collage or something, like wallpaper with my napkins. Always look so Art Deco, you know? So, not Art Deco, but like Mod Podge. Instead of like, what is it, pointillism, scrapelism. But yeah. So I hope for any of you that have really long length nails, no matter what the shape is, that you can go ahead and try out these tips for yourself. Let us know in the comments how it worked out for you. I hope it works really well. And Yeah. Let's see. Hi. Try and see if I have any questions. Oh no. Didn't mean to keep you up at 2:30. But thank you. Hopefully you got something out of this. Let's see. I'm waiting for a question. I think it's Zinio Lindsay. Lizzie has a question. Got a question though. So for any of you who are just joining now or joining recently, you can go ahead and re-watch this. This is actually on our account right now. You can go ahead and rewind. Let's see. Are all the nail tip sets for short nail beds or long? I never know which ones to get for myself. I have long nail beds. Okay. I feel like I have pretty long nail beds too. But I know people who have longer nail beds than I do. The short fits me really nicely, but it's kind of like let me just go grab a set because I only have the long ones with me. Give me a moment. So each of our nail tips, I have the short almond. This is the one that I personally use a lot. Each one comes with 15 sizes. So hopefully you can find something that fits within your range because this is a lot of nail tips. Let me grab one that is not used. Here. Okay. So again, as somebody who has really huge nail tips, like I fit, what is this, the one for my thumb, pretty much. And you can see there's not much tip on the top, but it does fit my nail bed. Okay, so if I were to flip this over, I'm trying to see how much, like you can see there's not much tip, but that's what our short looks like. Let me see, I think the 5 is my pointer. Yeah, so you can see how the short is on my nail. You can barely see. There is a tip, but it's not like super long. I love these nail tips. They're awesome. I know we've been out of the sticky tabs and stuff, but I love using these. And that's actually had some sticky tabs. That's how I managed to put the coffin shape on my nail so I could take the picture for the cover image. But hopefully that answers your question. I don't necessarily have a size, but again, each strip has 15 on them. So hopefully you could find the size that fits you. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay, well, we'll definitely, let's see. Are all size 1 nail tips the same width? It's been my experience, yeah, they seem pretty standard for our line of nail tips. So here is the short coffin, and here I am in a size 1. And the size 1 fits me best. So I've noticed, let's see, my pointer said size 5. Size 5 seems, yeah, is my standard pointer. Sorry, I'm trying not to take off the nails and stuff, but. So hopefully I answered your questions. Let me know if there's anything that I missed, but thank you so much for joining today's live, and we will see you in the next one. Bye. Take care, everyone.